Dearest friends, our precious community in Belmont, it is with a broken heart that I record this to you from our home, unable to give my sermon this Shabbat, and for the foreseeable future, we will not be in shul. On a very personal level, I think back to my own religious journey. I think back to being a teenager, aged 13, 14 years old in Bournemouth Synagogue. And every single week I loved going to shul. I look forward to my youth service, to those weekly meetings, to get my weekly dose of Jewishness and inspiration, to meet with friends like-minded in their hundreds. We would come, we would gather, we would sing, we would pray, we would meet and socialize and have kiddush and be a part of something. I looked forward to that. That was such an important part of my life. And that kept me going through school and university. It led me to go to yeshiva to become a rabbi. And for close to 10 years, Lisa and I have tried to devote ourselves to that experience, to hopefully help others engage with their Judaism, to help you, to inspire us all, to allow ourselves practice, to allow ourselves to be a part of the idea of a community, to feel valued, to feel important, to come and to be inspired and to be a part of this beautiful community that we have. To allow the Shabbat mornings to shine, to be a focal, central part of the week that I know so many of you look forward to coming and being a part of it, and the same songs that we were singing as teenagers that we're singing now today in shul. To hear divrei chizuk, to hear words of inspiration and strength and insights into our precious Torah. To come together to our wonderful community. The weekday services, the weekly shiurim, classes, educational programs, the social programming, all of those integral parts of what we have become so used to in a community. And it totally breaks my heart to think that this can no longer happen, at least for the foreseeable future. How do we react? What is our response? What are we supposed to do now? How do we respond to this situation? I am not a prophet. I'm not blessed with that. And even the prophets, if we look to Moshe Rabbeinu, if we look to Moses, he asked God, I want to understand the ways of the world. I want to know why you do things. And what does God say to Moses? No, that is not for you. You are not supposed to have that. You are not allowed to have that information. This is not for human beings. This is godly, to which we sadly are not. So therefore, I need to appreciate and understand that when I'm tested, when I have challenges in my life, and I am not allowed to know and understand them, at least let me introspect. At least let me give thought and try and work out, how do I respond? What is the best way for me to approach this? So I'm left with the following. We have to realize and appreciate, although our community, the very backbone of the community are those weekday services, are the Shabbat services, and they are so important and integral to us, that is not the focus of our Judaism. It is not now, and it was never supposed to be that way. The focus of our Jewish practice and living is always the home. It is the home where we spend most of our time. It is where we go to sleep and it's where we wake up. It is where we eat most of our meals. It is where we interact with so much of our family life and society. It all stems from the four walls that we call a home. How we set up a home, how we build it, where we put our things, how we design it, what happens round our dining room table, putting up a mezuzahs on our doorpost, having tzedakah boxes in our home, Shabbat candles. There are so many aspects to Jewish life that the heart and soul lie in the home. And our challenge today is we can't go to shul. We're not allowed to be in those buildings. But every single thing we can do in shul, pretty much we can still do at home. Meaning, we have to make it count. We cannot use this as an excuse to say, shul's closed. There's no classes, there's no shiurim, there's no sermon, there's no services, and therefore, I don't really have to do that today. If I came to shul on a Tuesday morning, I should still make sure at least I daven on a Tuesday morning. If I went to listen to the rabbi's sermon on a Shabbat, at least let me download and listen to the sermon before Shabbat. If I gave tzedakah in shul, I can still put tzedakah aside in my home. Even more so. Now I have to focus and try that much harder for my Jewish practice. I have to try so hard to reach out to those loved ones that need a call, that need chizuk and help, and not just our loved ones, to the people that we don't know, to the people in the community that must be helped and supported during this difficult time. I must ensure that I watch my speech, how I talk to people, who I talk to, the lashon hara, the way in which we speak so negatively. And I can already see those comments coming out on social media, bad-mouthing this one and that one. This one reacts this way, this one reacts the other way. The moment in which one political or religious leader makes a comment, it'll be hugely supported by one lot of people and completely disagreed with and destroyed by others. They're wrong, they're right, this, that. None of us know. We have opinions. None of us know. We have to watch how we speak to each other. We have to be kind and loving to everyone. We have to ensure that our religious and Jewish practice, that our ben adam lechaveiro, how we interact with each other, is at its optimum. We have to ensure that everything that we think we can only do outside the home, not only can we and should we be doing in the home, that it really counts. When I go and light my Shabbat candles on Friday night, and I say the blessings, or I make kiddush over wine or grape juice or whatever you're making it over, or when I walked past a mezuzah on my doorpost, and I just go up and I kiss it, whatever it might be, whether I just have some loose change and I feel like giving some tzedakah and I put some money into my tzedakah box, anything that I can do to ensure that my strengthening my religious practice, my Jewish practice, now becomes deeply rooted in the home. Whether that's me on my own, whether that's me with my family, whatever the situation might be, this now is my focus. Please God, Hashem should strengthen us, help us to find the resolve to come through this stronger. Maybe we didn't appreciate the shuls enough. Maybe we didn't appreciate the minyanim enough. Maybe we didn't appreciate the opportunities we had in the communities enough, so we have to refocus ourselves. We have to refocus and with determination to find that inner strength to focus ourselves now in our homes, that please God in just those few weeks, if not months, when those shuls reopen, that we find new vigor, new determination, new strength to create and to build these shuls, these communities from our homes. Our homes are a ripple effect to the rest of the community. The love that we can have in our homes can reach out to every home around the community. Let us be shining examples through such a difficult time. Let us reinvigorate ourselves in our Jewish practice. And please God, Hashem should help us through what this is such a difficult time. If Lisa and I can be of any help or assistance or guidance to you, please reach out. If you need any help or support, please reach out. If there's anything we as a community can do for you, please reach out. And if you can help, please reach out. Wishing you a blessing-filled Shabbat. Wishing you health, good health. Please God, and Be'ezrat Hashem, we'll see you very, very soon. Take care from Rabbi Mark Levine, from Lisa Levine, and from all our family. Shabbat Shalom.